The city was a jungle. Two predators ruled its concrete jungle. The Strokers, led by the calculating Jaylen and the ruthless Harry, were masters of strategy. They operated in the shadows. They valued precision and control. Their rivals, the Squirt Squad, were a different breed. Hayden, their leader, thrived on chaos. The Squirt Squad were like a pack of wolves, unpredictable and wild. They craved mayhem and destruction. Jaylen, with his sharp mind, preferred to outsmart his enemies. He saw the bigger picture. Harry, his enforcer, was the muscle. He enforced their will with an iron fist. Hayden, on the other hand, was driven by impulse and rage. He acted first and thought later. This fundamental difference in their philosophies set the stage for a bloody conflict. The Strokers controlled the city's lucrative underground gambling dens. They ran their operations with ruthless efficiency. They demanded respect, not through fear, but through sheer dominance. The Squirt Squad, meanwhile, controlled the drug trade. They flooded the streets with their poison. Their methods were brutal and chaotic, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The two gangs had an unspoken agreement. They stayed out of each other's way. They knew that a clash would be catastrophic, but the balance of power was delicate. One wrong move could shatter the fragile peace. The city held its breath. The tension between the Strokers and the Squirt Squad was palpable. It hung in the air like a thick fog. Every street corner, every darkened alleyway felt like a potential battleground. The citizens lived in fear. They were caught in the crosshairs. They knew that an all-out war was just a matter of time. The police were outmatched and outgunned. They turned a blind eye to the escalating violence. Jaylen, ever the strategist, sensed the danger. He knew that Hayden wouldn't be content with his share forever. He ordered his men to be vigilant. They were to report any suspicious activity immediately. Harry, ever eager for a fight, welcomed the challenge. He sharpened his knives and cleaned his guns. He was ready to unleash hell upon the Squirt Squad. He relished the thought of crushing their skulls under his boots. Whispers of a Squirt Squad attack began to circulate. They spread through the city's underbelly like wildfire. Jaylen received intel from his informants. The Squirt Squad was planning a major move. They were going to hit one of the Strokers' most profitable gambling dens. Jaylen, cool and collected, analyzed the situation. He knew that Hayden was impulsive, but not stupid. There had to be more to it than a simple power grab. Jaylen suspected a trap. He decided to use the situation to his advantage. He instructed his men to fortify the gambling den. They were to make it seem vulnerable. It needed to be an irresistible target for the Squirt Squad. He would give Hayden exactly what he wanted, a chance to strike a decisive blow. Harry, itching for action, questioned Jaylen's plan. He wanted to hit the Squirt Squad first. He argued that a preemptive strike would cripple them. Jaylen, however, was adamant. They would wait, and they would be ready. Section 4. The Ambush. The night of the attack arrived. The air was thick with anticipation. A storm was brewing, casting an eerie glow over the city. The gambling den, a beacon of light and noise, buzzed with activity. It was a facade, a carefully constructed illusion to lure the Squirt Squad into a trap. Jaylen and Harry, concealed in a building opposite the den, watched as Hayden and his men approached. They were like a pack of wolves, their eyes gleaming with malice. The Squirt Squad stormed the gambling den, guns blazing. They expected little resistance. They found none. The silence was deafening, too deafening. Suddenly, the lights went out. Chaos erupted. Gunfire filled the air. The Squirt Squad, caught off guard, panicked. They had walked straight into a trap. Section 5. Turning the tide. The darkness was the Strokers' ally. They knew the layout of the gambling den like the back of their hands. They moved with precision, picking off the Squirt Squad one by one. Hayden, realizing the trap, screamed in fury. He had underestimated Jaylen, but he was not one to give up easily. He rallied his men, urging them to fight back. Jaylen, calm and collected, directed his men from the shadows. His voice, amplified by a loudspeaker, instilled fear in the hearts of the Squirt Squad. They were surrounded, outnumbered, outgunned. Harry, a whirlwind of violence, cut through the Squirt Squad ranks. His knives flashed in the darkness. He was unstoppable. Each fallen Squirt Squad member brought them closer to victory.